Eminem, the name is synonymous with rap, but his journey to the top is as unlikely as it is remarkable. A white rapper in a predominantly black industry. How did he do it? Talent, sure, hard work definitely, but some whisper of a darker force at play, a deal with the devil, a pact for fame and fortune. Eminem's rise was meteoric. He exploded onto the scene raw and unapologetic. His lyrics were angry, violent, and shocking. He challenged authority and pushed boundaries. The world had never seen anything like him. He became a global icon, millions of fans, countless awards. But at what cost? Was it simply hard work and raw talent that catapulted him to stardom? Or was there something more sinister at play? The speed of his ascent, the intensity of his persona. It left some wondering if a darker force was pulling the strings. The question lingered in the air like smoke from a rhyme cipher. Was Eminem's success solely his own, or did he make a deal to achieve it? A deal with a price far greater than he ever imagined. Eminem's music has always been raw, emotional, and deeply personal. But some say there's more to his lyrics than meets the eye. Hidden messages, dark secrets, clues to a sinister truth. Listen carefully, they say, and you'll hear the devil's whispers. Take the song, My Darling. A haunting conversation with a sinister entity, a voice that claims ownership of Eminem's success. Is this Slim Shady's dark side talking, or something far more malevolent? Then there's Say Goodbye Hollywood. A song about losing control, feeling trapped by fame. Was Eminem trying to tell us something? Was he already ensnared in a web of his own making? The lyrics are riddled with darkness, pain, anger, and despair. But beneath the surface, some see a deeper message, a cry for help, a warning to others who might follow in his footsteps. The words take on a new meaning when viewed through the lens of the conspiracy. These are just two examples. But throughout his discography there are countless other lines that hint at a dark pact. A soul bargained for fame, a price paid in blood and pain. Slim Shady, Eminem's alter ego, a twisted reflection of the man himself, violent, crass, and disturbingly entertaining. But was Slim Shady just a character, or something more? Some believe he was the embodiment of the devil's influence, a manifestation of the dark pact Eminem had made. With Slim Shady came a shift in Eminem's music. It became darker, angrier. The songs were filled with violence, misogyny, and hate. Was this the price of his deal? Was this the devil's influence taking hold? The transformation was undeniable. Eminem seemed to lose himself in the persona of Slim Shady. Some say the creation of Slim Shady was a way for Eminem to cope with the pressures of fame, a way to channel his anger and frustration. But others believe it was something far more sinister. Slim Shady wasn't just a character, he was a symbol of Eminem's descent into darkness, a constant reminder of the price he had paid for success, a chilling testament to the power of the devil's bargain. The year was 2006. Eminem was at the height of his fame, and then tragedy struck. A near-fatal car accident. Eminem survived, but something was different. His appearance had changed. His music had shifted. Some whispered that the man who emerged from that wreckage wasn't Eminem at all, but a clone, a replacement. The rumors started subtly. Fans noticed subtle differences in his appearance. His nose, his jawline, even the way he moved. His music too had taken on a different tone. Gone was the raw anger of Slim Shady, replaced by something more subdued, more calculated. The official story was that Eminem had gone through a period of intense rehab, that he was clean and sober and focused on his music. But the conspiracy theories persisted. Had Eminem really survived that car crash, or had he been replaced by a look-alike, a puppet controlled by the very forces that had engineered his rise to fame? The 2006 incident remains a mystery, a dark chapter in the Eminem saga, and fuel for the fire of conspiracy. Was it simply a case of a man changing after a brush with death, or was there something far more sinister at play? The changes were undeniable. After 2006, Eminem was different. His appearance, his demeanor, his music, all of it had undergone a subtle but noticeable transformation. The clone theory gained traction. The internet buzzed with speculation. Was this really the same man who had once shocked the world with his lyrical prowess? His music had lost its edge. The raw anger of Slim Shady had been replaced by something more polished, more commercial. The lyrics lacked the same depth, the same emotional intensity. It was as if someone else was writing his songs. Was this the price of the deal? Had the devil finally come to collect his due? The changes went beyond the surface. Eminem's behavior was different. He seemed subdued, almost robotic at times. His eyes lacked the same spark, the same intensity. It was as if the real Eminem was gone, replaced by a hollow shell. The clone theory is the most unsettling aspect of the entire conspiracy. It suggests that Eminem is no longer in control of his own destiny, that he is a prisoner in his own body, a puppet dancing to the tune of a dark and powerful force. Section 6. Symbols of Control, Illuminati, and Mind Control Imagery. Eminem's music videos became a breeding ground for conspiracy theories. Fans began to notice recurring symbols and imagery, the all-seeing eye, pyramids, subliminal messages flashing across the screen. Was this just artistic expression, or was there a darker message being conveyed? One video in particular, 3 AM, sent chills down the spines of viewers. Eminem, portrayed as a serial killer, seemingly under the influence of an external force. Was this a reference to MKUltra, the CIA's infamous mind control program? The imagery was too specific to ignore. The Illuminati became a recurring theme, the secretive organization rumored to control the world from the shadows. Was Eminem sending a message? Was he trying to expose their influence? Or was he simply playing into the conspiracy theories, using them to fuel his own fame? The symbols are everywhere, hidden in plain sight, a constant reminder that nothing is as it seems, that we are all pawns in a much larger game, a game controlled by forces beyond our comprehension. Section 7. The Price of Fame, Mysterious Deaths and Silenced Voices. Tragedy seemed to follow Eminem throughout his career. Close friends and collaborators died under mysterious circumstances. Proof, his childhood friend and fellow rapper, gunned down in a nightclub. Deshaun Holton, better known as Proof, was more than just a friend to Eminem. He was a confidant, a brother. His death sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community. Was it just a random act of violence? Or was Proof silenced to protect a dark secret? The deaths didn't stop there. Other members of Eminem's inner circle met untimely ends. Drug overdoses, suicides, accidents. The body count continued to rise. Was this just a coincidence? Or was someone cleaning house, eliminating anyone who knew too much? The fear was palpable. Those close to Eminem refused to talk about the conspiracy theories. Were they afraid of what might happen? Had they been warned to stay silent? Or was it simply a case of the media blowing things out of proportion? The deaths remain unsolved. No answers, no justice, just a lingering sense of unease, a feeling that something isn't right, that the truth is being buried beneath a mountain of silence and fear. Section 8. Fighting Back, Eminem's Attempts to Break Free. Despite the darkness surrounding him, there were glimpses of hope. Moments when it seemed like Eminem was trying to break free from the grip of the conspiracy. Lyrics that hinted at a struggle for control, a desire to escape the clutches of the Illuminati. In his song Walk on Water, Eminem rapped about the pressures of fame, the feeling of being trapped, of being a puppet. Was this a cry for help, a desperate attempt to expose the truth? The lyrics were raw, emotional, and deeply personal. They painted a picture of a man torn between his desire for freedom and the fear of what might happen if he spoke out. There were other clues too. Subtle messages hidden in his music videos, gestures that could be interpreted as cries for help. Was Eminem trying to tell us something? Was he sending coded messages to his fans hoping that someone would be able to decipher their meaning? The evidence was circumstantial, but it was enough to give hope to those who believed that Eminem was not beyond saving. That deep down, the real Eminem was still there, fighting to break free from the chains that bound him. Section 9. The truth is out there, fact or fiction. So did Eminem sell his soul to the devil? The evidence is compelling, the lyrics, the symbols, the mysterious deaths, but concrete proof remains elusive. Is it all just a series of coincidences, a case of overactive imaginations, or is there something more to it? The truth, as always, is likely somewhere in between. Eminem's life and career have been marked by both triumph and tragedy. He has spoken openly about his struggles with addiction and the pressures of fame. It's possible that the conspiracy theories are simply a way for people to make sense of the chaos, but the possibility remains. The possibility that something darker is at play, that the forces behind Eminem's rise to fame are more powerful and more sinister than we can imagine. The possibility that Eminem is not a master manipulator, but a pawn in a game he doesn't fully understand. The question remains, do you believe? Do you believe in the power of the devil? Do you believe in the Illuminati? Do you believe that fame comes at a price? The answer ultimately is up to you, but one thing is certain, the Eminem conspiracy theory is a rabbit hole that goes deep. And once you start down that path, there's no telling where it might lead.